Hey, what's up guys? So Amazon Prime Day is now here, meaning we've got some of the best discounts available on different countermeasures, including both radar detectors and dash cams. Now, over on my website, I've got an article that's going to be compiling all the best deals that I found, and I'm going to link to that article for you guys right underneath the like button. That's going to be a full list of all the different discounts that are available, and I'm including some additional information such as some coupon codes that you can use to save some additional cash. Now, it is worth noting that the information on the site is subject to change. For example, sometimes prices do fluctuate, sometimes things will sell out, sometimes I find something new that I didn't know about originally that I'm going to add to that site over time, and so I'm going to be keeping that site updated over the next 2 days here during Prime Day, which is going to be running October 8th and 9th. And so with that said, let's go ahead and hop on over to the computer and take a look at the different discounts that are available here for Prime Day. All right, so diving right into things, this Prime Day sale, as I mentioned before, it's going to be running October 8th and 9th, so basically Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, scrolling down, we're going to start here first with radar detectors. Now, beginning here first with Uniden, they don't officially participate in Prime Day, but they do have a number of discounts that are available that we can take a look at. So, for example, the Uniden R8 doesn't go on sale that often, but it looks like it is on sale now for Prime Day. If we pull it up now, it looks like it's dropped to $637. So that's available now, and same thing with the R7. This one does go on sale pretty regularly. So this particular one isn't new or anything, but it is worth mentioning. And I think maybe between the two, the R8 I like for the longer range, but the R7 I think might actually be a better balanced detector, especially if you pair it with the international firmware that's available. This is really good as well. I've been running this full time with the international firmware, and it's a really good kind of like well-balanced all-around detector. Then if you don't need the arrows, there's some nice discounts for those available too. The R4, for example, this is kind of the typical sale price that we see on it. It's kind of beating anything else in its price range for like a non-arrow detector, pretty much the best one that's out there. And then the R3, it looks like it's also discounted as well. This one I have noticed that the price does fluctuate and vary, but again, as usual, you can just kind of check to see what the current discount is at the time that you're watching the video. Additionally, Uniden recently started doing some factory certified detectors for some of their used detectors. And if you want to take advantage of some of those, you can take a look at the different pricing. Honestly, sometimes the sale price on Amazon is better. Sometimes the factory certified price is better. I've got a certified R7 and it's basically like new. So that's just another option that you can take a look at and compare as well. Moving on to Escort, they're kind of like the main company that typically does the Prime Day sales, and we do have a couple different options that are available here on discount. So we've got the Redline 360C, kind of like their high-end flagship detector, plus the Escort M2 Dashcam, which kind of attaches to the same suction cup, has the same power cable and stuff. It's a pretty simple dashcam, but you get kind of like an integrated radar detector and dashcam. That's going to be $50 off here for Prime Day. And then if you want something maybe less expensive, there's like the Max 360C Mark II. Similar idea to the Redline, just a little bit less range and doesn't have like the RDD immunity, which honestly most people don't need. So that's a way to save some cash as well. And then they also have the original Max 360. This is their first radar detector with arrows, but I actually think the Uniden R7 is going to be a much better deal. So if you're looking for something inexpensive with arrows, I'd still say to go for the R7. And then as far as mounting, the Blendmount is going to be available for 10% off with this coupon code here. Basically attaches your radar detector to the rearview mirror, so you don't have to deal with like suction cups and your detector falling off the windshield or anything like that. Then moving on to dash cams, we've got a number of different ones that are on sale here. Again, my go-to pick, the main ones that I run in my car are going to be the Viofos. And when you take a look on Amazon, there's this coupon code here, Fall Sale 2024, and you can enter that at checkout, and that's going to give you an additional 5% off. Additionally, when you go take a look at the website, you can see they've got the coupon code right here, and when you're signed in, there's going to be a button that you can just click right there to go ahead and automatically apply that 5% off coupon code. And so the pricing that I'm mentioning here is going to be without the coupon code, and so there's an additional 5% off in addition to what I'm talking about. So this Viofo A119 Mini 2 is kind of like my favorite entry-level dash cam, so to speak. But like, I mean, the video quality here is pretty fantastic. 2K, Sony Starvis 2. It's got fast 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. It's got driving and parking recording mode. So for something under $100, this is the pretty easy pick. And then if you want some additional channels for, say, front and rear recording, there's the A229 Plus, as well as the A229 Pro. The A229 Plus is going to have that same 2K Sony Starvis 2 sensor, both front and rear. It basically just adds this rear camera here like this, so you get the front and the rear recording. Now, if you want even better video quality up ahead, there's the Viofo A229 Pro. This is one of my favorite just all-around dash cams. Same idea as the A229 Plus, but the front dash cam goes from 2K to 4K for even better video quality. So I run both the 2-channel version as well as the 3-channel version in some of my different cars. cars. The 3-channel one just adds this interior cabin camera if you also want to record the inside of the car as well. Then moving on, we've got Blackvue. These are the dash cams. I also run these in my car. They're my like 4-channel dash cams all around the car. These ones I primarily run for their cloud capability, so remote notifications, being able to live stream from the dash cam, that kind of stuff. And they've got a bunch of different versions of this dash cam. The standard one is kind of the one that I run in my car. You can get it as a front-only one or as a front and rear model. And then if you want the cloud capability, they also have an LTE module like this that just plugs into the side of the dash cam. You put a SIM card into it, and then it gives it its cloud capabilities. Alternatively, they also have a version that has the LTE built in, so you don't need that external LTE module. So this is going to be a little bit more integrated. The dash cam is a little bit bigger and bulkier because it's got the antennas and stuff built in, but they've got the LTE version. And then finally, they also have the box version, which basically takes the main dash cam and puts it in this box like this, which you just kind of like tuck under a seat or out of the way somewhere, kind of the brains of the dash cam. And then up on the windshield on the rear window, you just have like the smaller dash cams with like a microphone and stuff. But basically you get a smaller dash cam on the windshield, so it takes up less space, which is nice. And then for parking recording, Blackvue also has a battery pack to power the dash cam while you're parked. It's a couple bucks off for Prime Day here as well. And then when it comes to parking recording, one of my favorites is actually the Thinkware dash cams, specifically for their like low power energy saving parking recording mode. So instead of recording for like a day or something, you can record for like a week or two. So significantly longer parking recording. Now, my favorite model of theirs is the U3000, the 2-channel version. This is actually what I run in my mom's car, for example. And what's special about this is when it's in that low power energy saving mode, you can actually get these radar transmitters built in here for the front and rear to monitor for cars that are moving around your car and allow it to record before any impacts are recorded. This has actually saved us recently where somebody backed into my mom's car and it was a hit and run. So this is actually a nice benefit here with the Thinkware dash cams. And then for Prime Day, you can get it with the front only version or front and rear or a bundle with their smaller battery pack, or you could get it with the large battery pack, which is the one that I run in my mom's car. And then moving on to VanTrue, these are going to have some specialty options if you want some additional cameras and whatnot. The N4 Pro like this puts a front and cabin camera kind of built in to the main housing, and then you've got like a separate rear camera as well. That's going to be available here for Prime Day. And then if you want maybe an additional interior camera, not just a front-facing cabin camera, but a rear-facing cabin camera, the N5 is going to be available here too. That looks like this, and if you take a look at the rear camera, you can see that it has a second cabin camera that's going to be recording the rear cabin of the car. Then Escort's M2 dashcam that I mentioned before, that's available for 25% off. It's a pretty simple and basic dashcam, to be honest. There's other options that are available that are going to have better video quality, much more advanced features, etc. But if you want the integration like we saw earlier with the Redline, this is an option too for 25% off. And then there's also going to be the Nexigo, kind of like rear view mirror / backup camera dash cam. This is also one that I recently installed in my mom's car. She really likes it. 4K StarVest 2 up front and then 1080p in the rear. And then for battery packs, one of my favorite ones is going to be like the Black Box My Car Power Cell 8. We run this in one of the cars as well. I also run all the other battery packs as well. And then you can also get some micro SD cards, memory cards for the dash cam. Those are on sale too. Now, I know that was a lot of stuff, and so for that reason, I've actually put together a list here of like my favorite radar detectors, favorite dash cams, and all that kind of stuff. So you can link to like the R7, the R8, the hardwire cable that you want, the different dash cams and their hardwire cables and memory cards. And so all that kind of stuff, you can just kind of scroll down and I'll post a section here for just my very favorite options to kind of simplify things, you know? And then finally, as a bonus, there's a lot of other stuff, obviously, that's going to be on sale too. Not everything is going to be countermeasures. And so down at the very bottom here, I put together a quick list of like other stuff that I find to be pretty helpful that you may want to check out as well that isn't necessarily countermeasure related. So for example, there's AirPods, 32% off, the AirPods Pro, AirTags, we use these when traveling. Those are on sale, looks like 20 bucks off. Apple Watches, Google Watches, the Galaxies, Samsung phones, over-the-ear headphones. I really like these. I just ordered those actually. Instant Pots. We've had these for years and they've been great for making cooking easier and faster. There's PS5s and Vitamixes, jumpstart batteries in case your car battery dies. You can restart your car yourself. I've been carrying these things for years. They've been very helpful. And pulling it up now, it looks like it's listed at $84, but if you're a Prime member, when you're signed in, it's actually going to register at $79. There's also a wireless car charger phone mount, looks like this. These are on sale too. I've used these for years for something simple and relatively inexpensive that can also wirelessly charge your phone. They'll do the job. And then there's your Amazon Echo devices for your smart home integration. We use these around the house. You've got your Roombas, your vacuums and whatnot. I also think the price on this one is lower than well, actually when you're signed in as a Prime member. Liquid IV, these are great to add to drinks and stuff. Crest white strips, these are on sale too. So again, a bunch of really useful stuff that isn't necessarily just countermeasures. And then at the very bottom, there's a link here to just go ahead and check out all the different Prime Day stuff that's on sale as well. And so as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here that we've been covering. And in the description, I'm going to link you guys to this full article. And again, I'm going to be keeping this article updated for you guys as new stuff pops up, prices change, I find new stuff, things sell out, etc. So with that said, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are doing great. Happy shopping, and I'll see you in the next one.